Okay, now we're going to look at a slightly more complex set of pages in a more complex scenario with the sidebar. Okay, so here again on the right we have our live page. On the left we're going to use the migrator tool. So I'm going to go to edit page. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the page. I'm going to hit migrate my content. Wait for the page to update. And here's what we see. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit view page so we can get a side-by-side of what's going on here. Okay, so I can see this is a little tighter than I want it to be, so I'm going to need to spread out that spacing. The sidebar looks relatively correct. I'm going to change some of the styles here, but the contact information came over nicely. I might add some horizontal lines between these, but other than that, this is going to be a pretty easy move, okay? So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to attempt block recovery, which, as we know from before, is going to remove the button. I'm going to open this up fully just so we can get a little more breathing room as we edit. All right, I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to make this wide width. And then I'm going to just add a line. If I can get a new block, that is, out of the paragraph block. Oh, I bet this is all one paragraph. So I could do that easily. It's counting this entire thing as one. So what I'm going to do here is just add a line there. Okay, and how does that look on this site? It's a full width line. So I can do that. Now here's a nice little trick. I can click this, then click duplicate, and then just hit down, and it'll move that line to where I want it to go. So I can do that again. Duplicate. I'm going to hit, oops, I missed my line. I'm going to move it down. Duplicate. Move it down. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to change this from an H2 to an H3. Website requests. I'm going to change this additional services from an H2 to an H3. I'm going to copy this button. I'm going to add it. Button. I want it to be expanded, gray. I want it to go here, and I want it to say submit a website request. Add link. Perfect. All right, there's a horizontal line there. Make that full width, and we're done. So if I hit update, let's view this page again. I'm going to show you one useful trick here. So we've made this. This is how we want it to look for now, which is fine. Now, if I go shrink this down, go to the live site, that's the contact us page. If I go to a send us a comment or question, you can see this is the exact same block over here. Okay, so the problem with that is in the old builder, this is a content widget that can be used in multiple places at the same time, and I only have to update it in one place. And I don't want to have to maintain 8 different sidebars. So Gutenberg has solved that problem for us by default. So I'm going to click this whole group, click here, and say add to reusable blocks. Now I need to name this block. I'm going to name it additional, if I can spell, additional services sidebar. I'm going to say update. I want to update the page and the reusable block. If I just wanted to update it on this page, I'd uncheck that, but I want to update both and hit save. Alright, now let me show you the power of that. I'm going to leave this tab open, and we're going to go to send us a comment or question, and we're going to run the exact same thing. I'm going to hit edit page. I'm going to pull in this information with the migrator tool. And what I really want, I'm going to have to replace the form. This whole thing bonks. I'm going to replace the form with the gravity form per our previous tutorials. I'm going to erase that. I'm going to add the gravity form. This is contact us. I'm not going to attempt block recovery. I'm going to delete that because I don't actually want that block. I'm going to hit plus, or actually search for additional services sidebar. You can do it this way, or you can click up here, go to reusable, and it doesn't find it, which is fine. We can find it here, additional services sidebar. And there we have it. The sidebar loads as expected. Update. Now, let's view this page just for fun, just for proof. Okay, oh, yep, I did forget. Let's take this wide width, update, and view. There we go. Now, just for fun, let's look at this and say, hey, I want to update this reusable block. I want this to say web requests. And I really want this to be an H5, not an H3. So if I update, I'm going to update the reusable block. I'm going to hit save, then update the page. If I refresh this, this is now how it works. Web requests, that's now an H5 instead of an H3. If I go back to the R team page, it's updated there as well. So as you can see, reusable blocks are powerful. You're going to use them a lot when you use the migrator tool, and I hope this helps you understand a little more how you're going to be able to recreate your site content in a more intuitive manner.